Howdy, y'all. It's another Maharaj video, chapter 40. Only the self is real. So, this chapter, I like this chapter. I always find conversations interesting that do a couple of things. One, there's a quote they share at the end. I always like the quotes, so I'll share that at the end. Um, and two, actually, Maharaj is the one starting the conversation. And it seems like I don't know if they're starting. It feels like I kind of get the vibe that this is like almost like a mid conversation situation. But yeah, I really like how it starts out because he's talking about the world. As you know, he says the world is but a show, glittering and empty. It is and yet it is not. It is there as long as I want to see it and take part in it. When I cease caring, it dissolves. It has no not cause and it serves no purpose. It just happens. When we are absent-minded, it appears exactly as it looks, but there is no depth in it, nor meaning. Only the onlooker is real. Call him self or Atma. To the self, the world is but a colorful show, which he enjoys as long as it lasts and forgets when it is over. Whatever happens to the stage makes him shudder in terror or roll with laughter, yet all the time he is aware that it is but a show. Without desire or fears, he enjoys it as it happens. So, like, I just like that. I think that's a really powerful just paragraph in itself. Just like as a paragraph of just as an idea. And so it's imagine just being in the conversation and just having that said. I mean, I know it's very powerful the way he said it. Like I say, that's why I love Maharaj's style of just very directness. Um, and and it's that can be very, especially when we think of ourselves as our ego. That's very hard to take in, especially from us in the Western world. Even the questioner says, right, as a response, the person immersed in the world has a life of many flavors. He weeps, he laughs, loves and hates, desires and fears, suffers and rejoices. The desireless and the fearless Ghani, what life has he? Is he not left high and dry in aloofness? And yeah, and so Maharaj then goes on to kind of like say like no, defend this, and really as they kind of go on and back and forth about this for a while. And a part that then another part I found really interesting is when the questioner asks, let's say the Ghani is ill. He has caught some flu and every joint aches and burns. What is his state of mind? Maharaj responds to this by saying, every sensation is contemplated in perfect equanimity. There is no desire for it, nor refuser. It is as it is, and he looks at it with a smile of affectionate detachment. So, like, he's saying, like, yeah, like, he can suffer, you can have pain, you can have misery, but it doesn't matter. Like, you will be able to like that what's in the self, what's inside, you don't let that be impacted by the outside. Let the outside impact that, because you are a part of the atma, the self. The atma is a part of this bigger thing. So it's very interesting. I know at one point. Well, there's another couple of points I wanted to really share, like points he really uh oh yes. I always like when he shares some little personal bits. He's been doing that. He does that so often throughout these conversations, and so you've been reading up to this point. You start to get a little bit of a picture of him at a personal level, and he talks about how his guru's guru died. So not his guru, but his guru's guru. I found it. I like this. I'll tell. Because the question, and this is what's in response to the questioner asking him, "Are you not afraid to die?" And this is how Maharaj responds to this. I should tell you how my guru's guru died. After announcing that his end was nearing, he stopped eating without changing the routine of his life. On the 11th day at prayer time, he was singing and clapping vigorously and suddenly died. Just like that, between two moments, like a blown out candle. Everybody dies as he lives. I am not afraid of death because I am not afraid of life. I live a happy life and shall die a happy death. Misery is to be born, not to die. All depends how you look at it. And yeah, so it's a very powerful way of looking at it too. Because yeah, I mean, this is ultimately a good. You can look at this as like not only helping these teachings and stuff is helping actually how to live one's life in a way, or how to look at one's life when living it. Um, but also the what how to look at death. I mean, to help us really cope with death. And I think on that note, I think I will go. Um, I think I will end this video, and I want to end this video with the Maharaj quote at the end. It's a very good one. It's, I think, a very good summary of the conversation and the chapter as a whole. The world is but a show, glittering and empty. It has no cause and serves no purpose. Only the onlooker is real. Call him self. To the self, the world is a colorful show, which he enjoys as long as it lasts and forgets when it is over. When you become stabilized in yourself, the continuous commentary of the mind will stop. The mind becomes silent as the thought flow ceases. So, very deep quote. Um, yeah, let that. I hope you let that sink. Let that sink within you for the day or hopefully for this life. Um, but yeah, I hope you all have a really good day, and may peace be with you. Peace.